Hey there folks, so I actually started the first part of this video and was going to talk about food combining and realized I talked about acid-alkaline balance. So it's just, he's like a new shell and it's like a peeling of an onion. It's like this onion and I'm peeling away the layers, teaching Jake what to do in his health journey here. And so I love that he's so young and he doesn't have the knowledge, but he's chosen this path of living foods. So I mentioned food combining and you said, I don't know what food combining is. So I'm going to tell you. So food combining is certain foods have they require different enzymes to break them down in the digestive system. So for example, this sweet potato right here, right, is starch, and something like nuts would be a protein. So for example, if you had, say you were still eating animal protein, we'll do this for the general public. If you were still eating animal protein and you had this sweet potato baked with maybe a piece of fish, that really fights once it's in your stomach. It takes double the time to digest because it requires different enzymes. But if you had, say, this sweet potato after a big avocado salad, boom, right through ya. So it's really, if we like right through ya, right? I mean, have you ever noticed when you have like maybe a chicken salad and a baked sweet potato, you're kind of like uncomfortable for a while? Well, that's true in raw food too. So if you're having nuts and maybe you have some like real high starchy, like maybe you have some baked beets or something like that, it's not going to work in your system as well as, say, you know, just a nut pate on a bed of greens. Do you get it?
Yeah.
So that's the main rule. Keep the starch away from the protein. So rule number 2, and I hate rules because rules rule us. So we'll say tip number 2 is you want to keep like the sugary fruits like dates and things also away from your fats. Although there's some bendable rules. I can do an avocado salad with a couple medjool dates in there and be fine, so that's bendable. Another thing for good digestion, tip number 3, don't drink your liquids with your food. You see it all the time. People are out for dinner and they've got water and they're chugging the water while they're eating. What that does is it dilutes your digestive enzymes and it gives you gas and fermentation, and you don't want that. So, have you learned anything?
I have learned that.
You have?
Yeah.
Well, let's do the 4th tip, which is your neutral foods. Foods that you can have with other things. So you're raw. I'm sure you get into a little raw chocolate now and then, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so that goes good with everything. You can have it with your nut meal. You can have it at the end of an avocado salad. And you said you like quinoa. So you can have your quinoa at the end of an avocado salad and a couple pieces of dark chocolate, raw chocolate. That would combine good. So also other neutrals are things like, you know, you can squeeze lemon on a salad. It's not going to kill you to have a starch with the lemon, things like that. So just a few food combining rules. Do you have any questions? Not one question?
My question is, can you combine, you said you're not supposed to mix fats with your fruits. What if you took durian and bananas and you mixed it with blueberries?
That is an amazing question, and I want to touch on this. Durian is a really unique food because it's both a fatty food, but it's also a fruit. So it's got fat and fruit in one. So it's kind of a miscombination in itself, but it digests beautifully. I actually can put romaine lettuce and put durian on it and eat it like a durian Sammy. It's my favorite thing in the world to eat. You have me wanting to run across town for a durian. So I would keep it with the greens, but a lot of people like to blend it with young Thai coconut, which is another fat. I've never tried bananas, but I'm sure in moderation it would be okay because it's raw. It's really when you're still cooking your food and still eating the animal products that you really need to make sure you keep your proteins away from your starch. If you want clear digestion, that is key. Don't drink with your foods. wait a half hour after, a half hour before. Keep your protein with your keep your protein away from your starch, and watch your high sweet fruits with your fats if you have a problem with that. I don't, but some people do. Andrea Cox here. You know, if you like Jake, hit the like button on this video. Everybody likes Jake, so hit the like button and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Be well. You're so cute.